Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Ling Ling. Here today I have Pricilla and Matt. This young couple and got married last year, and we have the chance to walk them through this pre-counseling thing. So we're really excited to have them back to our studio so we'll be able to talk about what actually happened through this process. Mm-hmm. So Pricilla, you want to tell everybody how we met?
Yes. So Sophie actually became my vocal student, and I'm a singing teacher. And then later on, Pastor Ling Ling also became my vocal student. So that's how we're meeting on a weekly basis. And also, at that time, we were already dating for about 3.5 years. And we're thinking about going to marriage. And that's a really, really big deal. So we're thinking we should get some marriage counseling. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned that to Pastor Ling during one of our lessons. And Pastor Ling said, yeah, it's really important. You should find someone. But I think she meant find someone nearby.
Exactly. Yeah.
And later on, I was talking to Matt, and I said, well, this is one of my students. She's a pastor at a church, but they're not close to us. But are you willing to come to a marriage counseling with Pastor Ling and Pastor Rachel? And Matt, what was your first reaction?
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't too sure about it, not knowing who Pastor Rachel and Pastor Ling were at first. But as I got to know them, obviously, it became a perfect fit. But I was really a little nervous because, I wasn't sure, as I don't speak Chinese. Do they speak English? Will I be able to understand them? Will they be able to understand me? Will they be able to understand my perspective? And, it's marriage is such a two-sided thing that I just really wanted to make sure that, I could be heard in a way. And so but it worked out amazingly.
So how do you feel after we have a first talk? That make you comfortable or nervous after?
Yeah, so I came into the conversation really apprehensive, a little tight, but, Pastor Ling and Pastor Rachel, just their godly centered advice and just putting me at ease, I just was able to really know that they were the right people for us and to trust them fully. Yeah.
We coach other people before. It was hilarious because they say, how do you know what I think? Did you get that vibe too?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
First time I met, who is this two women? Wow, they know about me, huh?
Yeah.
So that was fun time, right?
That was really fun.
And then you go home like, what's going on here? Yeah.
Exactly.
So is it impact how you guys interact after that conversation?
Yeah, so I think what was different that really separated, I think what everyone thinks marriage counseling is, it's you understand each other more, and then you go into marriage. You're trying to prevent conflicts, right? Because everyone knows once you go into marriage, it's another universe. You might have children, you might face each other's families differently. So many people say it's going to become a war zone. So many people are trying to prevent that. So what I find it's really different. It's that Pastor Ling and Pastor Rachel would talk about motivational gifts. And that's very, very different from what I hear about how marriage counseling usually are. Sometimes they just answer questions about each other. But I think for motivational gifts, you have to really understand yourself, but through the Bible or through God's eyes. And this way, when you understand yourself, you can really see that your partner might be very different from you. Did you know that you were one of the motivational gifts and you were a teacher?
I was not aware of these types of gifts before, but Pastor Ling and Rachel really educated me on what was my identity in God, and a lot of it aligned with the teacher characteristics. And I thought for the longest time I was actually a prophet type of personality, but I was surprised in a way. And so it allowed me to then understand myself, to then be able to understand how to communicate with Pricilla, and we could start, really coming together better.
Yeah. So is there any one incident, I know all the couples have arguments, have differences,
Yes.
have conflicts. Is there any one, because I know you guys been married over a year now, so I know a lot of time a pre-counseling would just talk about, okay, once you get married, I'm done. So, but we want to hear what actually after we gave you this tool to understand yourself and each other. And what, is there any incident you can remember? Because this teaching will help you to really know each other better.
And so for me, because I am not a teacher, ta-da! The answer is I am different. So I am Mercy, which is same as Pastor Ling Ling. We're a group. So for me, so my emotions are what drives me in my daily life. And my I guess what's special about Mercy is that we notice the needs of everyone. We notice emotion of everyone around us. And when everyone's happy, we're happy. But when someone's upset, we cannot get happy very easily. So emotion is what drives us. But for teacher, it's facts. What's the fact in life that drives him? So, for example, numbers, reports, histories would make him feel very good, and I hate that. so I think one of the things throughout our relationship and throughout the marriage is that I think sometimes he would sit in front of a computer and just start researching a lot of things. For example, for our next trip, or what's the restaurant that we're gonna eat this weekend, or what's the one thing we'll buy on Amazon. It might be just something very little, but he'll read all the reviews, hundreds of them, and pick the best one he thinks was. And I sometimes just think it's so unnecessary. And I would think, oh, that's so tiring. For me, it's to think that would make you tired. And then why would you do that? But later on, whenever I want to go into his room and say, you don't have to research that much anymore, and then I realize, no, but he has a teacher personality type, and that he needs this to feel confident in buying even just a small thing. And he will feel like, I researched this for us, so I picked the best product for us, and this will make him really, really happy. But of course, at first I'll be like, that's for you, not for us. But now I think about it, it is for us.
Yes, it's for us.
It's for us. And then we will avoid many conflicts, because then we wouldn't be going to each other's personality, maybe weakness and strength, and say, wow, why'd you take so long? Why are you so slow? But no, it's because he wants to go through this, because he feels that would give him the peace to go through this research.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really good. Wow. So how about our teacher? You want to put some input?
I might have to research this a little bit, given my personality. Being a teacher and being so fact-based, being so logic-based in so many ways, and also in some ways being brought up where I didn't have to, or I wasn't allowed to express emotions as freely, being in touch with them. But marrying a Mercy, I've had to really grow my roots deep in the emotional realm, which is very new to me. And I've had to learn things about emotions and how important it is to her mainly, and how she makes decisions. The little things about when she wants to eat, or when she wants to choose different restaurants or anything of that nature. Just the little things in life that I have to think more based on emotion. So sometimes I think, oh, this is the closest restaurant, and this is on our way to where we're going. And so we should absolutely do that because it makes perfect sense, right? But in reality, she may have a total craving or something of that nature that brings us all the way around and wastes a lot of gas and time. And we may even be late to our next meeting. But those are things that I've come to really understand about her, and been able to see her side of things, so we don't have to have confrontation or conflict.
So besides conflict, but do you enjoy she's being a mercy, except just not step on the crazy stone. Anything else bring you to understand this is good for you. She's good for you.
Yeah, being able to feel safe in expressing my feelings is a very, very healthy thing. I think especially for men, I'm stereotyping here, but most men stereotypically in society, it's maybe looked upon as maybe a weakness to express your emotions or to have feelings. But she's really shown me that it's safe and it's okay, and it's actually very, very healthy to deal with these things.
Wow.
And to have a supportive wife like that allows me to do it, encourages me to do that. It's just allowed me to be a lot more healthier, and also it improves my relationship with God because I could actually be very honest with God with my feelings. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. How about you? Anything you want to add?
I zoom out.
So typical Mercy.
I know. So. Well, I am always not the one who would read any menu, because I think reading menu is like I just want to figure out how to use the new thing, and I think sometimes. Obviously, when you're trying to figure it out, you realize it doesn't work. You should read the manual to save yourself a lot more time. So I try to learn. I also learned that from Matt. It's like, try to read the manual. Try to read the facts. That's what stays on the bottle. Say, for example, I'll be like, what is this for? How many times should I take it? I might took it the wrong dose and it affect my body. But he would tell me, just read the bottle. It's all on just as long as you try to do some research and read, you will find the information you want. So facts are, I realize that's for a lot of people, it's what security is. It's what everyone else research for you and stay it right there. So once you just read and absorb, it will save you a lot of time and keep you safe.
Wow, good. It's really a joy to see you guys continue to grow in Christ, because knowing who we are in Christ is such an important thing, and how He created us, help us to see the world different perspective, actually bring the marriages even closer. So I really encourage everybody to really going back to the Bible. Bible have all the answer for our lives. Especially we've been using motivational gifts for a lot of couples, so we have a lot of good story to share. And so marriage is not just about two people have more babies. It's a lot more than that. God created this for us to enjoy. So I hope everybody can enjoy this story and also have a wonderful, wonderful life in God's creation. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.